Welcome back. This is the discussion for section 5.7, which is factoring polynomials. We'll do a couple of these problems. Let's look at number 2 to start. So number 2 says something, probably. There we go. Factor the greatest common factor, and then it gives us 12x to the 8th plus 15x to the 4th minus 21x squared. So when I'm looking for the greatest common factor, I want to find the greatest coefficient that will divide 12, 15, and 21, right? So the smallest number, 12, is kind of my limiting factor if I'm just kind of throwing guesses out there. It's not going to be bigger than 12 because something bigger than 12 won't evenly divide 12. So looking at 12, the things that will divide 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, right? So it's one of those numbers. The biggest one of those that will divide 15 is unfortunately only a 3, right? So that's my biggest coefficient that I can pull out, is a 3. The biggest power of x is squared, so that's what I'm going to pull out with my greatest common factor, is an x squared. And then again, it's just a division, right? 12x to the 8th divided by 3x squared. Well, 12 divided by 3 is 4. X to the 8 divided by x squared is just removing 2 of them, so it's x to the 6. Plus 15 divided by 3 is 5. X to the 4th over x squared is going to leave me with x squared. And then minus 21 divided by 3 is 7. And then the x squared gets divided out, so it's gone, and that's what I'm left with, right? So that's the entire factorization. In this question, they just ask you for the greatest common factor. That's this guy right here, right? Okay. You can check to see if your greatest common factor is good because what's left in here shouldn't have anything that you could divide out. 4 and 5 have nothing in common besides a 1, which doesn't matter. There's no x's that I can pull out because the 7 over here has no more x's, and so I know I'm done. Good. Let's look at number 5. 5 says to actually do the factorization, which I did last time even though it didn't ask me to. But it gives us 16x to the 7. I'm going to move this over a wee bit. 16x to the 7 plus 12x to the 6 minus 8x to the 5th plus 32x to the 3rd. Again, it just asks us to factor out the greatest common factor. So 16, 12, 8, and 32 are all divisible by 4, right? Again, that smallest number 8 is going to be my limiting factor. The only possible divisors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. I just saw that 4 divides everything. 8 does not because 8 doesn't divide 12, so 4 is my greatest common factor for the coefficient. So a 4, and then of course my smallest power of x, x to the 3rd. And everything is then division. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Taking 3 x's from the 7 gives me x to the 4th. 12 divided by 4 is 3. X to the 6 minus 3 gives me x to the 3. 8 divided by 4 is 2. X to the 5th over an x to the 3rd leaves me with x squared. And then 32 divided by 4 is 8. X to the 3rd over x to the 3rd, they're all completely removed. And that's my factorization. And I'm done. That's that. And let's look at number 7. Yep. It says to factor the trinomial and gives me x squared plus 10x plus 24. So whenever I have a polynomial, a quick, easy trinomial with a coefficient of 1 in front of my x squared term, I'm really just going to take this 24, find its factor pairs, 1 and 24, 2 and 12. Remember, if you go in this order, when you get to the bottom, you can be done. You don't have to check all these, hundreds of numbers. 24 is divisible by 3, that is 3 and 8. It's divisible by 4 and 6, and I know I'm done because the next number 5 doesn't divide 24. The next number after that, 6, is already here. Since I went in order, I'm done, right? I just have to pick out the 2 that'll add up to give me 10. That's these last 2, and it's as simple as saying it's x plus 4 times x plus 6, and done. Alright, hopefully that was helpful. I'll see you guys for the next one.